let's talk about mixtapes. Only Small Bites, back at it again with another video for me to stretch out way too long. Mixtapes, the good, the bad, and the uncleared. I actually didn't see that. I might rant for a little bit longer than I imagined. But I'm definitely make sure he sees that, bro. One way or another. Anyways.
Mixtapes, the things that just keep on mixing. The beginnings of a musician. These come in many fashions, styles, and attitudes, and vary drastically between people and genres. They can be hard-hitting to super soft to that time you opened up GarageBand in 8th grade. Anyone can do a mixtape, and as you'll see in a bit, can sometimes be the thing that changes someone's life or music genre forever. What are the best and worst mixtapes? Have you ever made a mixtape or have a favorite?
I have not made a mixtape, but I have made a couple beats, and I made one a couple days ago. And I actually don't like it that much now, because I don't know how to make beats, bro. Like, I'm just not good. I have ideas, but to execute it is very different. Like, I just don't know how to make beats. But one day I will, though. And then I'm gonna probably make a little beat tape or something.
One, let me know down below. And in this video, we're gonna be looking at these things, the struggles that come with them, and see some of the craziest mixtape stories ever. And if you end up enjoying this video, then consider subscribing. It means a ton. Anyway.
Let's see. All right. Try not to queso challenge. Let's try and keep this video under 30 minutes. We're already a minute in. Let's see how far we can go.
Enjoy.
Matter of fact, under 25 minutes. Let's try. Let's try, chat. I got this. I'ma shut up. I'm a L reaction, pre-L reaction.
You know, it's so weird to me that people still hand out mixtapes on the street. Did they not get the memo? What, I'm gonna pull out my Xbox original and start bumping these tunes? I don't think so. See, I gotta say Xbox original, because if I say Xbox One, no one knows what the hell I'm talking about. Still haven't forgiven them. Anyways, on with the tapes of mix. Mixtapes are so interesting to me. To generalize it a bit, the mixtape is a project, a passion project done by another human being, just like you and me, that wants to try their hand at making something as a musician, using what they've learned either by making songs here and there or drafts and demos by themselves for who knows how long, finally sitting down, fleshing stuff out, and putting together something to release wherever. It's used to give you an...
Alright, first rant. I honestly believe, hold on, where is it? Honestly believe, bro,
who knows how long, finally sitting down, fleshing stuff out, and putting together something to release where...
I honestly believe the best mixtapes have been released on DatPiff. When it comes to, like, of all time, like, original first release, the best ones were released on DatPiff, right? Then SoundCloud, then YouTube, then Bandcamp, and then Mixtape Monkey, because I can't think of one single one that I'm aware of that was released on Mixtape Monkey first. Or at least blew up first, you know? But... DatPiff, some goated ones, bro. I got a few downloaded. For sure. Let me see, bro. Where is it at, man? I showed y'all this before, too, so I'm not gonna go too crazy. But, Pete, bro. I got a couple goated... Why is this members only cover not showing, bro? That's weird. But, yeah, you know, I got some goated mixtapes, you know what I'm saying? Just some little... Nothing crazy. All right.
Wherever. It's used to give you an idea of who they are as a person, and versely for artists, it's essentially your introduction to the world. It's where most people will hear you for the first time in a full body of work, the debut of you into the sea of the music industry. Watch for pirates. But not to be confused with your debut album, which is its own thing. Mixtapes, of course, are mainly found in, but not limited to, hip-hop, with people making tapes to show their skills and styles on the mic. Your favorite rapper probably started with a mixtape somewhere, or at least made one at some point. Sometimes the artist making one isn't even a rapper and could be a DJ or producer. Guys like The Alchemist, Nujabes, and DJ Premier used to make what's called a beat tape, the mixtape.
Oh, he's talking about beat tapes. Okay. I thought he was talking about like mixtape. I was like, how you not gonna talk about DJ Drama, bro? Gangsta Grill's one of the best mixtape series of all time. But he's talking about beat tapes. I'm gonna give him that. Beat tapes are so hard. I love beat tapes, bro.
His cousin. Projects full of instrumentals for peeps to rap on or invite their friends to hop on songs for them. DJ Drama would come up being the official DJ for T.I. and make a series of rap tapes under his Gangsta Grills brand, working with tons of artists ranging from Lil Wayne, Fabulous...
Wait.
Gangsta Grills brand working...
Kawhi is a Gangsta Grills tape? Then again, though, I have it on my wall, but I'm gonna keep it sec. I haven't listened to the whole thing all the way through, so maybe that's how I didn't know that. But it took me a long time to figure out that DiCaprio was what's it called? DiCaprio 2 was a mixtape, a Gangsta Grills tape. I did not realize that for a while. Or was it the Never Story? I can't remember. One of the two was a mixtape.
With tons of artists ranging from Lil Wayne, Fabulous to Ludacris.
I honestly believe Lil Wayne has the best Gangsta Grillz tapes. Either Lil Wayne, T.I., or Jeezy have the best Gangsta Grillz tapes.
Even today's artists like Tyler and Cole showing their appreciation for the series through their works. Mixtapes essentially are albums made by the artist, published by the artist, with the freedom to do anything they want, usually without any restrictions, no execs, managers, nothing. It lets artists create without the fear of things like copyright and sample clearance, all that technical mumbo jumbo. You wouldn't think just by looking that these two have anything in common till I tell you they both sample Super Mario 64. But not without its catch, as you can do whatever you want with it, except make money from it, as since you ain't clear these samples, you ain't clearing these checks. Some artists are really cool with being sampled, and some artists really don't take it well. Now, the sampled artist is totally entitled.
That's the one thing that I don't understand, you know, because I honestly believe once you put something out in the earth, or like out to the world, and you put it out to the public, it's not yours anymore. Yeah, you made it, but you can't control what happens with it because it's not in your possession anymore. If you don't want people to do anything with your music, or, you know what I'm saying, show appreciation or listen to it, don't put it out. Keep it to yourself. But obviously it doesn't work like that. But it's weird to me, man. That's why, honestly, I don't respect artists that put out music and then when someone samples it, they you know, they try their best to not clear it. Now, I can understand someone like Shaka Khan hearing Through the Wire and saying that Kanye ruined her song because she put out a certain body of work that she wanted to sound a certain way. And she did that, and then he flipped it, made it sound a little different in a way that she didn't like it. I get that. But she didn't make it difficult to clear that sample, though. That song came out twice. Once when he still had The Wire on, and then another time when he re-recorded it and dropped it on the College Dropout. You know what I mean? There was no issue there as far as I know. There might have been a slight issue, but either way, it got resolved quick because that song came out pretty fast. But then there's certain people like, what's her name, bro? Hold on. I gotta look her up right now. She's still alive, I'm pretty sure. My Yamani or Yaman, I don't know. I believe she's Japanese. I'm not sure. But either way, she's who Pierre sampled for the Kid Cudi beat for Nudie and Cardi. And if you've been paying attention, that song was made like 4 years ago and still isn't out because of sample clearance issues. Yeah, it was dropped on Spotify and went #1, but that was against anybody's knowledge. That just happened. They tried their best to get that off as fast as possible, and it did. The song made waves, literally shaped an entire generation. Still not even out yet. Mostly because she won't clear the sample. It's literally like the first 5 seconds of the song. The song, I don't know if any of y'all heard it. Now I gotta play part of it, bro. Which she might get my video blocked, but to be honest, I don't care, bro. I really don't care. The whole is what? 13 seconds, bro? An 8-bar loop, that's it. The whole song is different. Little hints of it in there, but overall, it's not the same song. Whereas they made a whole different beat. Matter of fact, let me not even make the block hot and play it on YouTube before it gets deleted. Because not too many people know where to find it right now. Because it's a very hard song to find. I have it downloaded, but I can find it on YouTube. Either way, I can't respect that, bro.
To do
I can't.
Or, and I'll show you an example of both later. But if the mixtape artist gets big enough and decides they want to sell the mixtape as their own, that's when you have to go through all the legal hurdles, talking with whoever they gotta to negotiate a deal, and bam, there it is. Some artists will put the tape on streaming, but remove songs they couldn't get cleared, aka the die.
Yeah, I hate when that happens. Like, as you see, as I saw, I have Live Love ASAP by A$AP Rocky saved. I downloaded it before it was supposed to be released on streaming, and there's a couple songs that didn't make it to the version that was released, like Kissin' Pink. I think Keep It G is on there. I think Out of This World. Like, there's a couple songs that didn't make it to the version that was on streaming because of sample clearance issues, and I hate when that happens, bro. Honestly,
version. So nobody wants that. Some people just make music for fun or for themselves and aren't expecting to blow up. But life is very haha like that, with peeps making tunes with their friends and becoming an overnight sensation, sometimes even changing the landscape of the industry by accident. The nerve of these guys. But okay, enough guff. Let's get Pacific.
Yo, I was about to say, he really played GTA for real, because the random like jet over, yo. Bro, we need an Only Small Bites gaming stream or something, bro. I want to see him really get busy on there with the POG license plate. Remind me, chat, I need to change my license plate on GTA. Because I made it months ago, or weeks ago, and I never changed it.
Pacific.
And then just the oppressor.
Originates all the way back in the distant past of 1980, where peeps would put a mix of their favorite songs on their own cassette tapes and give them to friends or sell them around. Back in the 90s and early 2000s, we saw a slew of artists coming up by shopping their mixtapes or demo tapes around to publishers or other artists hoping to get signed or gain recognition. Guys like 50 Cent and J. Cole releasing projects getting the attention of their eventual partners. Lil Wayne later using them to drive hype between releases. And bands like Metallica and Nine Inch Nails would record demo tapes that would bubble up in their underground scenes before getting signed to a label. Some artists just pump out tapes like there's no tomorrow, or help pioneer a new sound with their...
I honestly don't understand how some people put out multiple full-length mixtapes every year, like Gucci Mane used to, Chief Keef kind of used to. He doesn't really do that anymore, but he does every now and then drop a couple tapes. Lil B, I feel like Lil B is the craziest example, because he'll drop multiple 2 hours, 3 hours plus mixtapes every year. He's been doing that for like 12, 13 years now. It's crazy to me. It's actually crazy to me. I don't get it, but you know, that's different. But at the same time, a lot of artists that do that don't really drop albums. You know, they kind of just have their fun and do what they do, and, you know, remain in the underground. Lil B, I feel like, is one of the only artists that's as big as you can get in the underground, because he's been so big for so long. And a lot of people who make it in the mainstream praise him as, you know, being an inspiration or, you know, whatever.
Works. Trap pioneers Jeezy, Gucci Mane, and the previously mentioned T.I. all set course their careers with tons of mixtapes coming out. Gucci Mane specifically is towering on over 70 of them, with him keeping his hype, releasing stuff even while in prison. Some of them would also have some amazing album covers. Don't worry guys, I didn't forget. Future's work was helping to push trap throughout the 2010s, especially with this trilogy of
Future had some of the best mixtapes ever, bro. Monster, I think, is one of the best though.
Tapes. And guys in the Raider Clan, ASAP Crew, and Young Lean, as well as Lil B, being cloud rap pioneers, who's also sitting on top of over 60 mixtapes, as well as Gucci. That's not even counting solo albums or compilation projects or books. These dudes is working.
Bro, Lil B is different, bro. Shout out to Bass God, bro. That man's different. I was about to say someone else though that he didn't say. He said Gucci, said Jeezy, said T.I., said Lil B. I said Chief Keef already. He said ASAP Raider Clan. Oh, like Sesh, like, you know, the subsets of Raider Clan that ended up doing their own thing, like Sesh and who else, bro? Oh man, I can't think of him right now.
So get into a car accident while recording his debut album, The College Dropout. But to keep his spirits going, he and his friends would put together this tape called Get Well Soon to have some music out before the big day. And
Kanye mixtapes are very rare, bro. If you know, you know, but there's a lot of people who never heard of them.
A bit later in 2007, he would do a similar thing for his album Graduation and release a mixtape titled Can't Tell Me Nothing to tide people over until September. And a couple of years later, we would see the rise of the Odd Future Boys and their respective tapes. Tyler's, Earl's, I'll get to you later. Speaking of rapper producer combos, if I'm mentioning mixtapes
and Odd Future tapes like Radical and all those stuff,
it'd be illegal not to mention the one Mac Miller, right? The man of many...
Bro, I didn't even know Mac Miller has so many tapes, because I'm gonna keep it a stack with y'all, bro. I was not the biggest fan of him for a long time, and it's not because I didn't like him. It's just I didn't get into him. I knew about him. I knew about some stuff. I've been listening to him since 2013. It's just I wasn't listening to his albums. I just heard a couple songs here and then I was like, oh, this dude's hard. But he has so many mixtapes, and I'm glad they're all getting put on streaming.
Talent starting his journey in 2007 as
Mac,
Easy Mac and releasing mixtapes online, but broke through in 2010 with his fourth mixtape, Kids, and cemented his growth with The Best Day Ever the next year. Throughout his career, just like Lil Wayne, Mac really was pushing mixtapes to its absolute limits, using them to try ideas, do gimmicks, and reinvent himself in tons of ways. But not only
Larry Fisherman,
he would also produce a lot of his own material, eventually adopting the moniker Larry Lovestein and the Velvet Revival, but eventually settling on on Larry Fisherman as his official producer alter ego. All of this while
Crazy.
still doing studio album stuff. You guys just
Crazy.
don't hit the grind.
That man was different.
But as most know, it wasn't all Guns N' Roses, as during this time he was also struggling a lot with drug addiction and mental health, and that would sometimes come out in his music, on top of internal problems with his label, as he wanted to branch into different sounds stylistically, but had trouble doing that with the people on top. This would all culminate in 2014 with the eventual release of his 11th mixtape, Faces, on May.
I still have to listen to Faces, bro. I heard 2 songs from Faces, and they were hard, so I gotta listen to the rest of the tape.
11th for free online. Well, half free, as to get it, you had to go through a very secure and custom coded challenge on his website, oldjewish.com. You had to make a sandwich and submit it. Considered by many to be his magnum opus.
Wait, is that still up, bruh? I hope it is. Hold on. Oh my god, it's still here! Where's the site? Where's the site? Maybe it's not still here, but it's kinda still here. That's nice.
This project is largely produced by him, with features from his friends like Vince Staples, Earl Sweatshirt, and even Thundercat, and tackles subjects like identity, drug use, mental struggle, and even death. It's really eerie hearing songs like Funeral and San Francisco today. He would continue making studio albums until his passing in 2018. Chicago's Chance the Rapper got his feet off the ground.
Oh man, Chance's mixtape trilogy, one of the best mixtape trilogies ever.
And with his tapes 10 Day and Acid Rap, the former being named after him getting a 10-day suspension from school for having that Kid Cudi on him. Later, combining his forces to create his critically acclaimed tape Coloring Book, which landed him the Grammy for Best Rap Album, the first streaming-only project to win a Grammy. He pushed that project like crazy, releasing these tie-in 3 hats that he wore everywhere. He still does. It's crazy. He released Coloring Book.
I saw him wearing a Prada 3 hat, and I was like, hold on, that man really up now.
Critical acclaim, and hasn't made a project ever since.
Oh man, why'd the parents gotta be yelling at each other?
True legend.
Yikes. Package for Mr. Bites?
Package for Mr. Bites?
Was that because of Chance? I'm sorry. His album is an easy target for trashing on because, you know, it's not very good. But I don't think it's like terrible, eh?
The cover was so good up until the album came out. I can't lie. It was such a, it was so promising. It's like, man, this clear CD is glistening. It's about to be amazing music. And then we got the big day, and it was a bad day.
I like We Go High.
I can't lie, but I like Hot Shower and what's it called? What's the other one, bro, that Pierre produced? The Big Day. Slide Around, because Pierre produced it, but I kind of wish Nicki wasn't on it. And I like Lil Durk on it. That's what got me back into Durk, because I knew about Durk a long time ago, but I never got into him because I didn't know who he was or how big he'd be, but I wasn't tapped in with Chicago rap history like that. So then we're getting pretty close to 25 minutes.
Out on the Hill is very moody. Sucks Hot Shower is one of the worst songs in existence, but hey, what can you do?
It is bad, but it's funny though. Like, I like funny music.
His voice is also weirdly mixed on like all the songs. Okay, anyways, what's in the box? Well, none other than Big D's mixtape. Here comes the D. Who comes up with this stuff?
Big D. Yo! Hey, yo!
Here's a question for you. While making this video, I came across stuff I always thought were mixtapes, but turned out to be...
We all listen to... Wow, okay, hold on, that's hard though.
Self-released albums, and things I always thought were mixtapes, but turned out to be EPs. Do you classify...
Yo, okay, so that is very true. But I feel like that just depends on the artist. You know, there's certain things that I will consider mixtapes that say EP or say album. You know, but I think they're mixtapes. It just depends.
Released albums as a mixtape or an album? Because I'm seeing both. Now, when you hear the word mixtape, people instinctively think of 2 things: rappers and dodging guys in Times Square. But mixtapes aren't just exclusive to hip hop. Stepping out of rippity.
A lot of other genres do mixtapes. Let's see what other good mixes we have outside of
Everyone's
rap.
favorite body of water, Frank Ocean, came up with his debut mixtape, Nostalgia Ultra, in 2011. Starting out, he was doing ghostwriting for singers like Justin Bieber, John Legend, and even Brandy, and joined Odd Future
And Beyonce.
becoming their go-to singer, but rapping here and there. And under Off would release New. The record samples peeps like Radiohead, MGMT, Mr. Hudson, and Coldplay, and received critical acclaim from blogs and artists all over, especially Jay-Z and Kanye, who invited Frank to work on their upcoming album Watch the Throne, and by proxy, ended up working with Beyonce to write for her album 4. But one
that was after? I thought that was before Nostalgia Ultra.
crew that didn't enjoy it as much was the Eagles, as Frank took their classic rock song Hotel California and had an American wedding all over it. Eagles founder Don Henley didn't take too kindly to Ocean's cover song, forcing him to remove it online and going as far to call him a quote talentless little prick. Jeez.
Wow.
Yeah, get him, Don. Who does he think he is?
Terrible.
This will definitely age well. But on the opposite comes in Cool Guys Coldplay, who liked his Strawberry Swing cover so much that instead of taking legal action, they actually invited him to perform with them on stage during the European.
Yo, that's why I love Coldplay, bruh. That's why I love Coldplay, bruh. Oh man, one of the best bands. I'm so sad they broke up, man.
Tour in 2012, getting him to open for him. That's so cool. See,
That's
guys,
hard.
that's how you do it. And again, the Eagles are completely.
Wait, what? What did I
They
say?
actually invited him to perform with them on stage during their European tour in 2012, getting him to open for him. That's so cool. See, guys, that.
P.S. He didn't even do it. He pulled out last minute, says his voice was giving him problems, but at least the gesture was there. Frankie, you owe those boys an opener. True. Kinda sucks that man, that sucks. But at the same time, no, 2012, this is when he was working on Channel Orange. Because Channel Orange came out in 2013, right? Yeah, so he was working on Channel Orange. He was busy. I get it, man. Because imagine he didn't put that album out then. Then we wouldn't have gotten what's the one that came out before Blonde? The Day Before Blonde, bro. I don't have it saved, so I always forget the name of it. Let me see, bro. Endless. We would have never got Endless or Blonde, which is so funny because on my stream the other day, I was talking about Nights was playing on GTA, and I was like, man, it's crazy how after 6 years, the song still hits different every single time. Tell me why the day after that was exactly 6 years since Blonde came out, and it was a Saturday too. Like it was exactly 6 years since Blonde came out.
That's how you do it.
Kinda wild,
again,
bro.
The Eagles are completely entitled to do whatever they want. It's their song. But like, come on, guys, come on, get off your high horse, come on.
Like literally nobody even listens to the Eagles now, bro. They fell off. Y'all trash, and y'all have no right to come at Frank Ocean, even 11 years ago, bro. 10 years ago. Y'all whack, bro.
Moving over to electronic, these artists mainly publish their stuff as EPs or just jump straight to an album, but mixtapes do happen. Flume released his debut mixtape, Hi, This Is Flume, in 2019.
One of my favorite songs is on this tape, bro. I need to listen to the whole thing.
After tons of EPs and 2 studio albums, finally his mixtape. Can't wait to hear what this guy's about. He used this to experiment a bit and try out different styles. Some DJs like Diplo made mixtapes back in the day with peeps like Santigold and an early MIA, and synthwave artist Calm Trues released a compilation album in 2012 titled In Decay, which was a collection of songs he had.
I haven't heard anything off of that, but I've heard a couple songs from Comtrue.
Floating around from his mixtapes online and singles on his SoundCloud and put them together here. I used to listen to this a lot back in high school when I was just a stinky kid, and I always thought this was an album. My life is a lie. Next, you're gonna tell me Breaking Bad wasn't real. Another artist I really like is the indie pop band Joywave, and their mixtapes 77777 and 88888 respectively. The former
Never heard
taking
of them.
beats and making new songs with them, like Drake's Fireworks, and singing over it, making an original song. And they started from one. No, I'm kidding. Could you imagine? But what happens when a mixtape is not actually a mixtape, but is really a playlist in disguise? Who's that?
More Life.
Up from above, it's Drizzy Drake. No! Drake's mixtapes are just a different breed. And to help me with this segment, I've got Button Bill here to correct me whenever I get something wrong. Drake got his start in the mid-2000s.
Drake was my first favorite rapper. I know everything about his discography. Test me, bro. Let me know. And we're at 23 minutes.
Releasing stuff until his breakthrough tape So Far Gone in 2009, combining elements of singing and rapping. Going off the foundation Kanye laid, 808s and Heartbreak. His next mixtape wouldn't come until 2015 with If You're Reading This, It's
Cap. You're forgetting. Well, actually, no. You forgot about Comeback Season. Comeback Season was a mixtape. Then So Far Gone. Then Thank Me Later. Was Thank Me Later an album? Was that his debut album? I thought Take Care was his debut album. Yeah. I think Thank Me Later is also a mixtape. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. actually. But then yeah, if you're in this too late, one of the best mixtapes of all time.
Too late. A surprise release. I wonder where he got that idea.
This album actually set the course for a lot of releases going forward, but I'll talk about it in future video. Also, if you're in this too late is actually really good. So Drake, please, sequel, maybe. Very true. But Beyonce, this album, one of my favorite albums of all time. Honestly, bro, it's so good. Or mixtape, I guess, since it's not really an album, but it's kind of an album, right? I guess maybe the platinum edition is an album. The regular edition is a mixtape. And isn't there a deluxe version too? I don't even know, bro.
Yeah. And later the same year, releasing his collab tape with Future, What a Time to Be Alive.
Great mixtape.
Yes, it is.
I honestly think Future's best mixtapes are the stock image covers, like Evol, What a Time to Be Alive, DS2, like all the ones with the stock images as album covers. I love them.
These mixtapes, oh, I'm sorry. These weren't just regular mixtapes, no sir. These two released as commercial mixtapes, projects on streaming, but not labeled an album, because LOL I said so. Young Thug would also come up doing the same thing with his stuff.
Yeah, honestly, I think commercial mixtapes are just fancy mixtapes, but they're still mixtapes though.
A bit later after Views came out, we got More Life, another mixtape, a playlist of songs.
I thought it was a mixtape until he said it was a playlist, which is kind of weird to me, but you know, it worked. I enjoyed it. I still like some of it.
Tons of peeps picked and released by Drake, by Drake and Co, by OVO, by October Firm.
October Firm. Like, that was so weird, bro.
In 2017. I can't do this. With his latest release being the Dark Lane demos.
Ooh, a great tape, I think.
Everyone knows was really good.
Part of it was bad, but I like some of Dark Lane.
Mixtapes, eh? What a concept. I can't even imagine what the
I don't like the R&B stuff on Dark Lane. I'll say that. I don't like the R&B stuff, but the rap stuff, the drill stuff, that was good. But everything else was kind of just
she would be like without him. Oh, I know, boring. Literally made the careers of some legendary artists.
Yep.
Anyways, thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. And hey, Big D, I'd love your autograph on this. Thanks for checking out the tape, bro. Actually, I didn't. It was just delivered to me by some guy. You can stop signing now.
Who's this?
Stop, dude. Stop. Stop signing. Just stop signing.
Yo, bro. W video man. We are sitting at 26 minutes. Look at that, chat. Look at that, chat. That's under 30, which was the original challenge. So, you know.